Okay, question number A is related to the reactivity of different metal. As you can see on the list of the metal, they gave you copper, manganese, calcium, and chromium. In order to answer this question, you need to go to the metal activity, and that will be the activity series, this one that you have here. And notice that calcium, manganese, chromiums, and are above of copper. So copper is the less reactive of all the metal, followed by silver, mercury, platinum. You cannot answer this one by guessing because you need to check the activity of the metal or the redox potential. So for the reactivity of the metal, this is the correct answer. Copper will be the least reactive metal, and that's why we use copper for wiring in a street, in a house. That's why you use copper, because that will be lasting longer than the rest. Calcium is the most reactive one, because calcium, this is not the least reactive, this is the most reactive one because it's an alkaline metal. It's a representative element, and all of them are more reactive compared with the manganese and chromium. Again, the correct answer for this one is this one. Next question, number 9. Which redox reaction is spontaneous? Remember, now we use the term of most favorable, and the spontaneity is related to the free energy or Gibbs energy. So a spontaneous process or favorable process are the one that free energy is -1. And in order to be -1, you need to calculate the potential of the reaction. That will be the potential under standard condition will be potential of the species that is experimenting reduction minus the potential of the species that is experimenting oxidation. And then there is a formula that relates this potential with the free energy, and that will be number of electrons being released or gained in a redox reaction time a Faraday constant time the potential. Not number of mole is always a positive one, always will be a positive one, and Faraday constant is a positive one. So the only one that can change the sign is the um, potential of the reaction. And you need to find the list of the potential reduction of the reaction in order to find out which one is going to happen favorable. That will be free energy. When the potential of the cell is greater than 0, delta G will be negative. And when the potential of the cell will be negative, then the process will be delta G will be positive, and the process will be non-spontaneous or non-favorable. This one will be spontaneous, and this one will be non-spontaneous process. So I don't have the potential right now in my hands to tell you which one will be, but I can tell you by the reaction that zinc is very reactive metal. It will not be easily reduced by tin. Tin is less reactive than zinc, or you can check the potential. On this one, calcium is more reactive than the aluminum. Is in group 2, aluminum is in group 13. So I don't think this reaction will be spontaneous. Why is that? Because aluminum will be less reactive. It will be reduced in front of calcium. And as you can see here, calcium is experimenting reduction. I don't think so. But let's check the first one. Lead 2. Actually, there is a typo here. It should be manganese instead of magnesium. This is the reaction that will be spontaneous delta G less than 0, because The manganese is very reactive metal compared with the lead, so it can easily reduce lead from lead 2 to 0 here. So this is lead 2 and this is lead 0, and then manganese will experiment in oxidation going from 0 to 2. It will be easier for manganese to experiment in oxidation when they are in front of the lead 2. So the correct answer will be this one. One way to verify that, beside the qualitative way to analyze the reaction, is going to a potential table where you have the redox potential and finding the potential of the chemical equation. And based on that, if the potential is greater than 0, the reaction will be favorable or spontaneous, as I say, or if the potential is less than 0, the reaction will be non-spontaneous. And the next question, I think this is the last one. Which metal do not dissolve in hydrochloric acid? Most of the metal are reacting with the hydrochloric acid, and I think again the less reactive metal will be the one that will not react with the hydrochloric acid. My answer on this one will be silver will be the one. It will be either one, silver or the manganese. No, manganese will react with the hydrochloric acid. Silver or nickel will be the one. So my answer will be silver for this one.